So the last pose, at least for now, in the standing sequence that we're working on, is tree pose. It's one of my favorites. For some reason, I just like balance poses a lot. And this can be challenging, so you might want to have a chair, you might want to be near a wall. I am going to be brave and try to not use a prop, but feel free to use one if you need to. And again, like, just use it as much as you need. Like, you know, if you could just put one finger on it and that anchors you enough that you can hold your balance, that's great. If you need to really grab it and hold on, that's fine too. I'm grabbing my imaginary chair here because I don't have one. Okay, so starting on a mountain pose, like most standing poses do, we're going to, I think for me, I would start with my hands on my hips. And what you can do, we start out with one called triangle, or not triangle, tripod. It's like a tripod. Kickstand. You just put your foot next to your other foot. You know, like my right foot, so your left foot would be on its toes. And I'm just leaning the heel against my leg. So that's a slight balance already. And I want to have this thigh and this knee point off to the side, off to the left for you. If you feel comfortable in this position, you can try lifting your foot completely off the floor and resting it on your calf. And again, try to pull this knee back so that it's facing the wall. The natural tendency is to collapse it and let it come forward, but really it's better. It is a more challenging experience if you try to keep your foot and your knee pointing off to the side, directly to the side. And now, don't put your foot on your knee. You don't want to stress your knee. So if you're really feeling comfortable and you want to try for a more challenge, bring your foot up above the knee onto the thigh. And then you can hold it there. And now, if you're doing really well here, you can try, see, I'm trying to keep my balance while I'm talking. It's challenging. You can put your hands in Anjali Mudra, or you could do a total full tree, raising your hands up. You can also do the cactus arms. Whoa, I'm losing my balance. Okay. You get to see how well my balance really is here. Cactus arms, you want to pull your elbows back, right? You know, lift your chest. And it's, as you can tell, it's challenging. Okay, so I'm coming out. Don't beat yourself up if you can't hold it, because they're challenged. That's why they're fun. Okay, so let me get back into the pose and I'll show you. That's really not a better way to come out of it, honestly. So cactus arms or full tree. Bring your hands back down. And then a super challenge is to close your eyes. But I really lose my balance almost every time I do that. It's really hard. And then when you're done, you know, you could put your hands back on your hips or something and then just gently lower your leg. I am not going to edit out my losing my balance because we all have balance issues. That's why we practice, so we get better. Okay, so since we did one side, got to do the other. Okay, so we're going to start out with the little kickstand, tripod, whatever you want to call it. Foot, heel on the ankle, toes on the floor, knee pointed off to the side. This should be your right side if you're mirroring me. Okay, so now up onto the calf muscle. Okay, so I'm comfortable with that. And now I'm going to pull my foot all the way up. And here's the thing. I was looking at the camera while I was talking a minute ago. There's a thing called a drishti, and really it is just a focal point. If you want to really try to maintain your balance, pick a spot on the floor that's not moving and just stare at it. And so I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to try and put my arms through those different poses. See, it's a lot easier, sort of easier, if you just pick a spot on the floor and stare at it, your focal point. Pick a spot on the floor, look at it, don't move your eyes. And that way, even if your body moves, you have this stable point that you're focusing on. And so, and even though I'm talking, if I'm staring at a spot on the floor, I can catch my balance. So it's a little game we play. Try and keep your balance. So we come back. And we're done. Back to mountain pose. And that is tree pose. Tree pose is fun. Balance poses are good because as we get older, As you may notice, I do have some gray hair. But as we get older, balance, strength, those are the things we have to always work on, especially balance, because as you get older, your bones get more brittle. If you fall, it's easier to break. So you don't want to take any risk. You want to make yourself as fit and with the best balance you can have, so that you're less likely to have a fall. And even when you're younger, balance is always good. If you need to reach out and grab something or whatever, or dodge something, having good balance, you can move so much better with much less risk of any sort of injury. So that's tree pose. That is the last of our standing poses, and the next video will have like a complete standing sequence. And then after that, maybe we'll put together a whole floor sequence, standing sequence for like a daily yoga routine. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining.